Good morning, everyone. Well, after a very cold start to the day yesterday, where we saw some locations set new record low temperatures, a lot better this morning. Take a look at temperatures 8 a.m. this morning, not seeing temperatures in the 20s or low 30s anymore. How about 54 in Omaha, 53 in Kearney, 43 in Oshkosh, even Scottsbluff, just 45 degrees. So significant improvement over yesterday morning. Dry conditions too, no rain to worry about for the morning commute, no rain around lunchtime either. Still looking dry and warming on up. Let's talk about high temperatures today. 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon. Notice in the southeastern corner of the state, we could be talking about some places reaching the low 80s. That said, most are probably going to be in the mid to upper 70s. For the northern and far western part of the state, maybe highs just in the 60s or low 70s. Also got to talk about wind, because boy, is it getting cold. We've had so many windy days, it seems like. And I've still got to say, it's going to be windy in the far western and far eastern part of the state. So Omaha, Scottsbluff, yeah, gusts are going to be around 30 miles per hour again. But actually, the lightest winds are going to be in the central part of the state today. Now, I still got to call it a breezy day. Those gusts mainly in that 20 to 25 mile per hour range, but certainly a lot better than some of the other days that we've seen. Now, 5 o'clock this afternoon, do have to mention a few showers starting to return, mainly for the central part of the state. Far from a guarantee that you're going to see rain, but I do want to mention the chance in the central part of the state for a few showers starting to pop up around 5 o'clock this afternoon. Now, we jump ahead to 9 o'clock and notice how there's a little bit more activity showing up just about everywhere in the state. So just about everyone has a chance of rain this evening through the overnight hours, but it doesn't look super wet. I'm not even going to guarantee you that you're going to get some rain, but I do want to mention the chance. If you're Columbus, Omaha, 9 o'clock this evening, far southern part of the state, far western part of the state, some isolated showers are going to be around. That's going to be the story through the overnight hours. We jump ahead to tomorrow morning, though, and I think everyone dry in the western and central part of the state, but I'll still mention the chance for some isolated showers for the morning commute in Lincoln and Omaha. Even if you do see rain tomorrow morning, Lincoln or Omaha, it's going to be very light stuff, nothing that will slow down that morning commute. Now, it looks like in the early afternoon tomorrow, around lunchtime, everybody dries out. So dry conditions across the state. That said, just like today, I'm going to have to mention the chance for a few showers in the late afternoon in the eastern part of the state. Most are going to be dry at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, but that's when rain chance starts to return once again. High temperatures tomorrow. Now, for most, it's going to be about the same as today. You know, a lot of folks in the mid to upper 70s, some in the low 70s, maybe a few in the far northern part of the state getting stuck in the 60s. But notice the difference in the southeastern part of the state. Not seeing those highs in the low 80s. It may only reach the upper 60s, low 70s. Omaha, mid 60s. Can't rule it out. There's a stalled front that's lying across the eastern part of the state. And so, depending on how it shifts, we might see temperatures cool just a little bit for tomorrow. The good thing is, though, though our temperature's cooling down in the far eastern part of the state, there's not going to be much wind tomorrow. Finally, a day where we can call it light winds. And same thing for the central part of the state. The only place where it looks breezy tomorrow afternoon is in the Panhandle. I do have to call it breezy out there, but not even windy. We're talking about gusts around 20 miles per hour. Now, in the evening hours, there is a better chance of rain. Still doesn't look like a lot, but I do want to mention the chance for some isolated thunderstorms popping up in the eastern half of the state. But I got to say, it really looks like Friday is going to be the stormier day, particularly in the eastern half of the state. And right now, can't rule out some severe thunderstorms either for Friday afternoon and into the evening hours. Of course, I'll have more details on that once the forecast gets a little bit clearer tomorrow morning.